Microsoft Mouse and Keyboard Center. Using that for this mouse. Well, I don't know why I'm wasting my time with this, because it won't be here for very long. Sure. I don't care. No. No. Install, I guess? I don't know. I won't be using this for very long. I'm going to be reinstalling Windows, basically. Because, as you can probably see, Vegas is broken. It is not opening. See even further that it doesn't appear in there at all. Obviously, it is broken. And it just dies instantly. I don't know what the problem is, but we're going to try and solve it by reinstalling Windows. There isn't anything on this particular machine that I care about. In fact, I'm going to junk this entire folder after unsharing it. Yes. Oops, wrong keyboard. Don't want to do that there. Oh, shut up. Get out of my face. Delete. Anyway, I'm going to go get my Windows disk and I'm going to install Windows, or reinstall Windows. So as you may have remembered, the DVD drive in this machine stopped working. I'm going to hope that this actually continues to work on this monitor, but we'll see. I have a no signal situation here. Oh, there we go. I have my keyboard plugged in as well. Is it going to work? That is the question. Come on. Alright. Ooh, the mouse works. Cool. Install. I'm going to be reinstalling Windows simply because it doesn't work. There's something broken in the registry and I'm going to have to figure out what it is. So I'm just going to reinstall Windows completely and I'm going to reinstall my video editing software because that's all that this thing is really good for. Plus install all the drivers and all the other important stuff. Custom install. Options, delete. I don't care, because there's nothing there. Install to free space. All right now. Let's see how long that takes. It's 3:14 right now. And we will be able to figure out how long this is actually going to take in terms of an install. Alright, so far it has actually taken 15 minutes. And, Jesus. What the hell is going on? Is it going to rain? Are we going to get a storm or what? There is something going on out there and I want to know what it is. And not necessarily the moving truck. Shut that off. There are kids outside, so that just rebooted itself. The power did flick, but it didn't go out. So, the only reason why I know that it did is because the other thing went off. I'm not going to press enter here. I'm going to wait for it to just boot. So it has so far taken 16 minutes. And this isn't the only machine I'm going to do this to. If this works, and I'm able to use Sony Vegas once again, I'm going to do the same thing to the compact, because I want to get video editing working on that compact, because it has an SD card slot. And I could really use one of those. There is something very definitely going down. I don't know what it is yet. Oops. I think it rebooted itself. Of course, I have turned my fan off. So let's see, it has taken 20 minutes so far to install Windows. Oops, speaker pop, heard that. I don't know what's going on outside, but there is something. I don't know if it's a storm or if it's just a bunch of wind. I'm pretty sure it's just a bunch of wind, though. Nevertheless, we are ready to type in our stuff here. Thing that we need, it's probably going to want, oh, it just wants my password. Oh, they're not the same. Oops. Oh, and then it wants my product key, so I'm going to have to enter that. Alright. Still important updates only. Still manages to get my time zone wrong. Eastern time. It is actually 3:39, so that's correct. My network is a home network. This is the home network between here and here. That's what I assume it's getting at. So apparently it can't actually set up a home group, and oh, we're in. Cool. Or not. Preparing your desktop. What's funny is I've been seeing these all the time because we've been replacing our machines at work with Windows 7 systems, and it takes forever to log into them. Let me tell you that much, because they have to prepare your desktop and all this stuff. I wonder if sound works. Sound works out of the box. Cool. I'm going to see if I have an internet connection. I don't think so. Actually, I do. Cool. Can I connect to a wireless network? Obviously not. Ask me later, because I won't be using this ever. Shut up. I don't care. We can use Bing this one time. T61 drivers. I don't know why I looked away when I did that, but whatever. Software, blah, blah, blah. Windows 7. And there is something in my eye. So now that'll install. By the way, this took, I believe, I'm not sure though, almost 30 minutes. We'll say that. Almost half an hour to install on this machine. Right, installation was a success, apparently. Now let's run it. System Update 5. What's silly is that I can't run System Update 5 on this machine. I have to run System Update 3 on this one. System Update 5 works on this. No problem. Welcome to System Update. Yes, hello. I want to get all my drivers. I do agree to send this every time. Holy crap. So let's install it all. Update modules, SoundMax audio driver, trackpad, blah blah blah, migration assistant. There are no critical updates, so. No, don't proceed just yet, because what I want to do is I actually want to change a couple of things. And I want to put it on my work group. And a 1.8 gigahertz system. Restart later, because I'm going to restart it when I run this. How fast that download is. Of course, it's going over wired, but it's also going over wireless, which is an N network, by the way. I have, I believe it's like an N150 network, so it's not exactly the world's greatest N network, but it's an N network nonetheless. It's certainly not communicating at 54 megabits. It's faster than that. Whoa. This is freaky. Alright, you get out of here, because I don't care. And I'll have all the drivers done after this, which is really cool. Well, I might not have all of them done, but I'll have most of them, all the ones that are needed for Windows 7, done. And I shouldn't have any unknown devices either. Okay, so even though it wasn't supposed to at all, it shut itself down, which was stupid. So I might have to go and reinstall all those drivers. One of the dumbest features of Windows. Luckily, it picks up right where it left. This is the Bluetooth driver, the first thing that it did not find. I'll run that after I'm done. No Bluetooth devices was detected is wrong. It's right there. You idiot. Back to setting this up. And yes, I want to enable it. Do now is this finger. And there you go. Alright, I've made up my mind, and I know that a lot of people are not going to like me for this, but I'm going to install AVG. Simply because I haven't used it in a while, and I want to see what it can do. Welcome! We are now preparing your installation files. This may take a couple of minutes, Thanks for your patience. I have time. The second time's the charm. The first time it didn't work, apparently. Basic protection, because I don't want to pay for antivirus protection when you don't need it. Custom install, do not install, do not install, do not install. Yes, sure, sure. Oops. Additional installed languages. English. Don't need any other ones. Web browsing. Sure. Next. So now it will install AVG. We'll see how well this works. Update. Downloading. It's configuring the product, which means that it's actually working. Unlike this, which is taking forever. Not fully protected. I want to help AVG. I do not. QuickTune can speed up this blah blah blah. And QuickTune for free. Sure. I'll put in my email address, which is going to get spammed anyway. But I won't show it to you because I don't really feel like giving my email address out to the entire public. Sure, fix. Computer not fully protected. Firewall activate. Activate now. How about I don't? So this is going to do a definition update. Minimize that. I do have experience with AVG on the Pentium D system, but we have a play icon. Must be updating. This can be trashed now because I don't need it. Next thing I'm going to do is actually change my sounds and all that to the stuff that I want. Intel TV Wizard. Let's plug the Ethernet back in, shall we? Achoo! I don't like slideshows, so update completed successfully. Cool. Okay. I want this background. Plus, I want to change my window color to something that is a little better. Now that's more like it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for something a little more different. Zero color intensity. How about that? So now it's perfectly clear, and that is all that needs to be said about that. Make it perfectly black. I like that. I like it like that. Oh, it seems to have failed on 3 updates. I know it failed on one of them. It failed on the mouse update, which I don't care about. It doesn't need one, and the rest of them succeeded, so we're going to reboot this now. And we are still going to have to wait and see if Vegas will work after I install all of the updates. Well, check this out. Not sure if you can see it, but it's raining and the sun is out. This is interesting. It's been doing this off and on all day. I don't know. Actually, I believe that's not rain. I believe that's actually ice. I don't know for sure. But holy crap, is it ever cold outside. Back to this. Oh, it's decided it's going to shut itself down again. Must have to do with updates. Maybe I installed the service pack, and I didn't even mean to. I might have, I don't think so. I think it comes after the first batch of updates. This monitor needs to be cleaned, so I'm going to do that before I take it back downstairs. Not sure how well you can see it. You could see it better a while ago, but there is a rainbow out there. Nevertheless, it's come back to this, and it should be ready to go now. Alright, fingerprint reader is apparently working. Amazingly enough, I got it right on the first try. That almost never happens, so we'll see how well this works. So it's 6:10 right now, so we're almost approaching 2 hours after I began the installation. Or actually, no, I think it's almost... I don't remember, I think I started at like 3:14 or something, in which case it would be 3 hours after I started the install. Of course, this is a laptop, so it will take a long time to install because it is a laptop and it requires a lot of drivers. And by the way, I did get rid of that little bar there. Let's check for more updates, see how many we get. I am going to have to get all the updates for other products as well, but I'll do that afterwards. Alright, this next bunch is ready. And it should be worth noting that I switched this monitor into the warm colors, or actually the user color scheme, and I turned the brightness up, so that's why it looks a little bit different than it did when I first started. Looks like we're getting more cloud cover. Yeah, we're definitely getting more cloud cover, and it's stopped raining actually, because it's sunny outside and the clouds that were raining have gone. But it looks like we're going to be getting rained on once again. There is but one update oh, or not. I guess it's not available. Am I actually running the service pack right now? No, I am not. So my service pack has disappeared. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe it'll come back after this is done installing. More updates available. Service pack. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, there's definitely more rain heading this way. Probably tell it's still busying itself downloading updates. Or downloading the service pack. So that might take a while. Alright, so while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to download and install my programs. So, we can get that done, and that way everything actually works, and that way I can use the program exactly the way or use the computer. And, it won't have the same install that it had before, but I don't care. There is some input lag going between here and here. I mean, it's fairly obvious. Just a little. Not a whole heck of a lot of input lag, though. Sure, install the maintenance service. Why not? Install all that crap. Get it working. Do not launch. Put it right there. close this and let's get core temp on here. See if my antivirus allows it to go through. I know Install IQ is actually blocked by Avira, or at least it was. Let's send it to standard. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I just want core temp. This is precisely what I want. And we're done. Cool. Oh, get out of here. Now for Crystal Disk Info, which is my hard drive monitoring program. I have no idea what the Shizuku edition is. Should probably figure that out. What is this? What is this? What the hell? Okay, I have no idea what that is. Just not even gonna bother. Now installing CDI. Do not install any of that crap. I'm gonna launch the program and take a look at that. It has 68 hours on it and no issues. Of course, I like the green theme. I really like this, or, well, the simplicity theme. Make it system resident and make it a startup. That way it doesn't close when I click close. Run this. Now what I am also going to do is change some of the sounds around. Start it with Windows. I wonder if it's set in, yeah, it's definitely a, resident program. There was one sound that I wanted to change. Well, actually, there were two. The balloon sound. I like that sound actually, which is the reason why I have it set to do that. 87, well 92% downloaded, and we will be done after that. Oh, well, it would seem that our internet has gone out. Luckily, the only thing that I was doing there was downloading a video, or watching a video. This was done downloading, so that's okay. It should come back pretty soon. It's the third time that this has happened, which is kind of unfortunate, but I'm not ready to blame it on the service equipment just yet. Alright, so it's back on here, but it's not back here. But we're going to be restarting the system anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Service Pack should take a long time to install. Seems to be having a hard time. Nevertheless, we have another reboot cycle. Yeah, there's definitely an issue going on here. I'm not sure what it is. But it's an issue nonetheless. Here it is, booting up once again. Oh, my internet is so far still working. I kicked this off, and I actually kicked that one off too, which is why it's logged in right now. Normally it's not logged in, but I don't need the internet anyways, so it doesn't even really matter to me. I'm just going to boot it off, and it'll be like that. I don't have to worry about any, at least not right now, I don't have to worry about any potential viruses or anything because it's not hooked up online. So it's not going to be able to get a virus anyways unless somebody loads it from a thumb drive. So that's that. The only issue that I have is that if I want to hook this one on, I want to power this up, I can't turn the wireless switch off because it doesn't have one. So it's just stuck on wireless. Unless I turn it off myself. This is definitely taking a while to start itself back up. You know, that 1 minute that I was yakking into the camera, it still hasn't booted. Whoop, there it goes. Alright. So we're still on stage whatever. It's preparing to configure Windows. Alright, here we are. Back to the login. Wow. It's actually working on the first try, which is amazing. Usually that doesn't happen. Alright. Updates galore. IE 10 for Windows 7. Fancy. Couple of optional updates, platforms, updates, and various things. Gonna have to install all that, or not. Okay. Hopefully my internet doesn't decide it's gonna cut off while I'm trying to download these stupid things. Oh, would you look at that? It didn't actually crap out. It worked. Downloading updates. So we'll have to see how many updates it can't actually install out of all of them. Alright, here is the next reboot cycle. Have to wait for it. This is a Microsoft Wireless Mobile Mouse 3500. It's a really nice mouse, admittedly very small and very usable for me because I have, as you can probably tell, small hands. There's my hand by comparison to that. And I'm trying to find my stupid freaking, where would that be? That'd probably be under here. Yes, here it is. So I'm sure that a lot of you have probably seen something like this before. This is a serial ATA drive carrier for a SATA-powered, whoops, ThinkPad. There's my hand in comparison to that. Nevertheless, actually I should put that somewhere other than the floor because I don't want to step on it. This works for what I need it to do, and I will keep it as long as it works. But inside is a AA battery. I do have the battery cover, it's just not on it right now. But this is an Energizer battery, as you can see. It's an older Energizer battery, as plainly shown by that date. It is 3 years past its use-by date, and it is working absolutely perfectly. I also have, right here, a Duracell battery, which is 4 years past its use-by date, and it works flawlessly as well. So it's interesting. Of course, I'm going to use the newer battery up first, because I want to keep this. I want to keep this in, and I want to preserve this for as long as I possibly can. Who knows, maybe I'll still be using it 10 years from now. Not sure about that one. I have seen batteries from the early 90s still work. In fact, I did have a set of rechargeable batteries from the 90s that worked but were leaking, however, so I had to get rid of them. And I'm pretty sure that if I were to dig around, I'd find more of these lying around or in use. but I don't really feel like going through every single remote control or battery-operated device in this entire household to find something like that, because it is not my intentions to start a battery collection. As it is, in fact, I'll show you my current battery collection. It's in here. You can see I have 9 volts and all that. There are double A's underneath all that stuff. I have 7 9-volt batteries, all of which work. I'm not sure what kind of charges they hold. I have a 6-volt lantern battery. It's still in good working condition. At least it was. And, oh, look at this. We are ready to log in. So all of my yip-yapping for almost 3 minutes. And, the system is now up and running. Oh, I didn't get that. Or that. See, unlike my T500, which actually displays a message if it fails to accept your fingerprint, this one just sits there and doesn't do anything, so I have no idea if it actually accepted it or not. So I may sit there for 10 minutes waiting for the stupid thing to actually work. It does have a timeout for 5 tries. If you try 5 times and you fail 5 times, it will lock it out for 2 minutes. I believe I have this. It's set for. Let me access my stupid. There we go. See how many updates we have to install now. Just for comparison purposes, this is what IE9 looks like. See all the 3D controls, standard Windows buttons, and checkboxes and everything. And by comparison to IE9, this is IE10. Flattened controls, Windows 8-esque buttons, and checkboxes and all that other stuff. Yes, even though this is Windows 7. Alright, no more updates to install, so let's get right into the installation of Sony Vegas, and we'll see if this works. I'm not very optimistic about this, because as soon as I get optimistic about something, it ends up not working, so. Which is just my wonderful luck. But maybe this will actually work. I hope it does, because I really don't want to have to take this machine out of service for something as ridiculous as a program not working. Just have to wait for that to open. It's supposed to be auto-running. I don't know if it'll actually auto-run on this system. I've had luck with it auto-running on some, but not on others. So, oh, the other thing that I wanted to actually talk about was the Windows 8 situation. I don't know if I've mentioned it in a video before, but I wanted to upgrade that compact to Windows 8, but it wasn't working. I thought at first it was my disk that wasn't working, but I put the disk in this machine and it was able to read the disk no problem. So I'm thinking that maybe it's the DVD drive in that compact and I'm going to have to replace, which I'm not looking forward to doing because I believe it's a non-standard height. I do have a drive I can replace it with though, so I will try and do it if I have to. Well, not really. I have to find a time. I might end up doing it next weekend. And I won't lose any performance going to another drive. The only problem is I'll lose the light scribe capability because the drive that I'd be taking out is a light scribe drive. The one that I'm putting in is not. I don't want DVD Architect. I just want Vegas. Create a shortcut on the desktop. Sure, why not? Hey, I didn't say you could copy our DVD Architect. You suck. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so maybe that worked, maybe it didn't. Aha! So that's opening, at the very least. Sure. I'm going to put my serial number in there, and we're going to come back to it. I might have to also put in my special verification code, because I've already got it installed on here, and I've always had to do it after having a fresh install anyway, so I don't know. We'll see. Aha! Check that out. It works. You can actually see my license key there, so that's kind of a problem. Build 220, so I'm going to have to get the new build of this. Hopefully that's illegible. Do not show this at startup, because I don't care. Let's watch net notify come up. Build 322, let's get the update. Close, close. Let's see if, first of all, if the update breaks it. So that's probably going to take a while because their download servers aren't exactly great. That's for sure. Alright, so it still works. It's making a strong impression that it still works. Let's see what clicking fix now does. Oh, it's fixing. Then it should repair, and let's see how many things it breaks when it repairs it. Wow, what an idiot I am. I forgot that I hadn't changed my... I'm still running with my older password on this machine. So I was entering my new password and it wasn't working. So let's connect all this crap now. A lot of it doesn't actually exist anymore, which is okay. I guess I'm going to have to start drastically limiting the number of connections I make. I'm not going to connect to any of those drives. I just want my 32 gigabyte thumb drive right here. So we'll connect to that. And we'll connect to one other drive that I want. That is the T500 storage. And that's it. I will also be powering up that compact and connecting its CD-ROM to this. So that'll have to happen at some point. Other than that, everything here works. So let's go ahead and shut the machine off. So I'll make sure that Vegas still works one last time. I'm going to go ahead and restart the machine, see if it works. And we'll see what happens once I reboot it, and we'll see if Vegas still works, and if it does, I'll be done. As you can see, Sony Vegas is still working. So this was a success. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the compact in its own little separate video. Not this one. In fact, I don't know. Actually, I can't really put Windows 8 on it because it won't boot off of the CD-ROM there. Last thing I need to do is disconnect all the crap here and reconnect this network drive over. But I won't show you that because that's not really important. Anyway, this concludes this video. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. This is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.